My biggest insight was to meet people whom I never met before on internet, to talk to them on internet and to try to work with them on the internet. And this was the first project like this. And my insight happened when we made paired sessions. It appeared that it's sometimes productive not to try to do some finished project together, but just to talk. It's really it's inspiring. And another thing is I started to work with audio. I wanted it before, but I never did. And this time I had the opportunity, thanks to this residency, to start my work with audio. And it's also very inspiring. Yeah, and the biggest challenges was were and are the same as insights, because working with people you don't know and you never met, and doing this through internet is always a challenge. Not maybe now it's a bit easier through like months of quarantine, but when it started it was like this. And I am happy that we managed to do so, to work together. And another challenge is working with audio hardware, which I never did before as well, and trying to compose the music like soundscapes and playing live. My practice is always connected with my bodily everyday routine practices, like what I do in my life I do for art as well, and vice versa. It's always interconnected. And project with soundscapes, I started it because I love listen environment through headphones, and sometimes I record this. And it's funny because with headphones or recording you can hear something different which you just hear when you just walk and don't pay attention to this. And this drew me to into this mixed soundscapes. I started to be interested what different people in other countries would hear if they paid attention to their environments, and what they would send to me, like how it could be. And in this way, it's like I better know them through this exchange with the soundscapes. Project with boxes with food, which my mother sends me. It's like just a ritual which my mother insists on. I cannot I cannot not accept, like stop accepting this. And and it evokes a lot of reflections, thoughts, conversations about everything, about like who have to care about whom, like me about my mother or she about me, or like etc. And I think about this a lot, and in this way this like just everyday practice became a project as well. And also useless things, I have it a lot in my apartment, and I always wondered why I don't throw them away. uh, Therefore I also decided to see what other people have in their flats, which useless things they don't throw away. So in this way it also became a project. Yeah, they in different ways, but all of them are connected with this theme. The theme was invisible work, care, and like cooperation overseas, like women cooperation and solidarity. And like it's obvious how the project with food boxes from my mother relates to the theme. It's about care, and also it somehow weaves this message about like your home, like your place, which sometimes comes back to you in different shapes. Like in my case, it comes to me in shapes of pieces of tissues which my mother uses for wrapping the food. Like I sometimes I meet some piece of curtain there or covers sheet or something. It's funny because I remember them from my childhood. Useless objects seeing some objects which are somehow which are for some reason in people's flats. It's also about weaving this one message together, because sometimes it's easier to talk about useless things with the people you don't know, and it doesn't mean that the conversation is useless. Sometimes those conversations are the most precious one, and we are always on the same page when we talk about something seemingly useless for us. And the project with sounds the same. It's trying to be one solid message, which is not solid in its ideological, which is not solid ideologically, but it's in this flow. It's not firm ideologically one side or finished message. It's more about process of talking, of sharing, of creating, of flowing the ideas and different perspectives and voices. Yeah.